Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One, and I thought for this video I should be in a bunker. Well, just an awesome fortified fighting position. Maybe set the mood. We have the recount going on in Arizona, and hopefully we'll have some other recounts. I have no idea what the results are going to be of this recount. Hopefully it is fair, and that's all we'd like. But what happened if they discover that there was some fraud and the recount proves it enough to change the results in that state? What if other states do it? What if more information comes out? And what happened if the resident of the White House right now is not really supposed to be the resident of the White House? What are you willing to do? How far are you willing to go? What would that cause? Say it comes out and he's really not the man that's supposed to be in there. What would that do financially? I'm thinking maybe it's their plan to cause this to come out, to cause so much turmoil, so much strife, so much confusion where they could take control, be it through the military. I was hoping that the highest court of the land would have ruled, and don't say they did, because they did not rule on the merits of the case. They ruled on technicalities. And I, for one, thought it'd been nice to have a ruling, to investigate it, to figure it out, because a lot of things were said. And I want to know the truth. The most sacred thing as an American is the right to vote. And when that is jeopardized, when people feel it is jeopardized, you really can't have a country. You know, I before thought, well, it's as fair as it can be, so I'm going to let you govern me. You just don't get a free pass. And the government assumes, oh yes, we're going to govern you, and you're going to be under our control. A free man will ask himself, there's consequences if I want to buck the system, fight back. You're at a point where you have millions and millions and millions and millions of people that are about ready to tell you, you don't have my consent to govern me anymore. If the recount proves that there was fraud, everything will be in turmoil, from the financial markets, the world events and the world's affairs. Will some countries look at the administration as not the right one? Will some countries acknowledge that they're not going to have any more dealings with this administration that's in power now? How about governors? Will governors say, we're not going to accept the administration that's in now, we acknowledge another administration, they should be the authority? Will we have a split? Will some states side, which I know some will? Thinking back to the Civil War between the states, and people said brother against brother, and I can see that. I can more clearly see that now than I did when I was learning that in high school. It was like, no way, man, blood is strong. No, I can see it now, because there's a lot of families that are split. So it would be brother against brother, sister against sister. The election had so many question marks on it. I just wish we had a Supreme Court that had the guts, the balls, the intestinal fortitude to try to figure out what was going on. but they didn't. And this is definitely going to create a problem. It will come to bear. The money that they're pumping into this economy is crazy. It's just constant pump, more money and more money and more money. People are saying there's shortages, and you can look up shortages for everything, from chlorine to clean your pool, to small buckets, to lumber, to computer parts. The list goes on and on and on and on. Is it a shortage of things, or is it just because there's more money chasing the same product, and by creating more money you're just basically watering it down, and it's going to cost more? This is Econ 101. So we have a lot of questions. There's no unity between our two sides. I mean, that's far this, and I don't want unity. I mean, I can't. I can't find any common ground with the other side. We're going to have some gun control legislation coming up. I'm not the smartest guy out there, but I just take the Constitution and I can interpret it very easily as the Second Amendment. Don't infringe, don't ban, don't restrict. So we're going to have an issue with the Second Amendment. So are you still letting the government and giving the government the consent to govern over you? Or are you at the point where, no, I'm not going to? And everything in this world has consequences. We need to man up as men. And I throw ladies in there too. Ladies need to lady up, I guess. No, just have a conviction that what you're going to stand for is right, and then you will be willing to accept the consequences. That's what's wrong with America. No one's willing to accept the consequences of your action. And some think the consequences of standing up is too hard. You know, if millions and millions and millions of us stand up, and we got to do a lot of things. You got to get rid of Amazon. There's some prepper people out there that keep showing the Amazon, you know, buy it from Amazon and I get a little percentage. Amazon's not your friend. I mean, there's a lot of things that I do. People say, oh, Walmart's not your friend. Yes. And I try to buy everything I can through small places, support them. And typically I'm finding it's not that much of an increase. And the service is outstanding. Bivens Hardware, oh my Lord, walk in there with a problem. They will solve that problem. They won't let you walk out the door unless you're happy and you got a solution to your hardware problem or your problem at your house. So, the question is, what are you willing to risk if the truth comes out? Because if you're not willing to risk anything, your freedom's not worth anything. Down in the bunker, down in the fighting position, hopefully my positions never have to be used. Hopefully I never have to show you in person how to build one of these, unless it's in a training class. Thanks for watching.